A little nonsense is what I need. Now if you wanna get the best of me, got me smiling, that's for sure. Funny how you had the best of love. I don't know if I'll make it home. I don't know, not like I care. All I know, sound of disco. Only know I want the best of us. So I dance the night away when nobody's awake. I'll be the last to stay.
Hi everybody, welcome to my Big Tidy Up. My name's Dee Dee. Thanks for checking out my channel today. Now today's video I am super excited about. I don't know if you can tell, but I am ramped up and ready to go. And let me give you the backstory real quick on how this video idea came to be. About a week ago, I was reading an article, and in the article it shared the results of a survey that they did that shares what people notice the most when they enter your home. Now I read the survey and some of the results I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Yes, I know that. But some of them I was surprised about. Things that people notice when they enter your home. So today's video, I'm going to be sharing all of those things that people notice, and I'm going to be going to those areas to make sure that my areas are in order so that they notice them in a good way, not in a bad way. So without any further ado, let's talk about this survey, let's tackle these areas, and let's get tidy.
A little nonsense is what I need. Now if you wanna get the
Okay, friends, the first thing that people notice, and of course it does make perfect sense, is that they notice your front door and your welcome mat. So they're already starting to get a preconceived idea of your home before they even enter it. Now mine's a little bit dirty out here, and it is hard to keep it clean because you're fighting Mother Nature. So I am going to do just a quick cleanup with the leaf blower. And I don't even know what that is. Cottonwood, spider webs, who knows? So I wasn't surprised that they said they notice your front door and they notice your welcome mat. But here's the thing that really shocked me. They notice your threshold. Because people are not familiar with your home, they tend to watch their steps as they enter. It's not muscle memory habit for them, so they're more cautious of where they're stepping. And when they enter your home, they notice your threshold. And mine's pretty grubby, so I'm going to be cleaning it up. But who knew? They noticed the threshold. So I guess it's the trifecta: the mat, the door, and the threshold. And I'm going to tackle all of them.
how this night will end. I feel your heartbeat, the DJ plays. Oops, I did it again. I don't know if I'll make it home. I don't know, not like I care. All I know, sound of disco. Only know I want the best of us. So I dance the night away when nobody's awake. I'll be the last to stay. Dance the night away, no matter what they say. Dance the night away when nobody's awake. I'll be the last to stay. Dance the night away, no matter what they say. That's the night away. That's the night away. That's the night away. That's the night.
Okay, so here's my plan of attack for the threshold. I'm going to start with the disinfecting wipes to get all the main dirt off. Then I'm going to come in with the 409 and my little scrub brush to try to get in those little areas and corners. And then I'm going to shine her up with my favorite stainless steel polish. And I know this is like the third video in a row that I've been using it. I promise I will not be using it in the next video. Or at least I don't think so. Well, the threshold is clean. It still looks old because, well, it is old, but it does look much better. And even the wood looks so much nicer. So, like I said earlier, I never have been one to notice a threshold, but if you're someone that does, I'm ready for you. The next thing that people notice when they enter your home is not what they see, but what they smell. The survey shared that humans can register and distinguish between two different smells in the fraction of a second. So, of course, I had to go and do my own research. By that I mean I went to Google and I found almost the exact same information, almost word for word. They say the speed is faster than it takes the time to blink, which is around 120 milliseconds. So it does not take long for folks to notice how our home smells, that's for sure. Now, they listed some problem areas where odors can linger. If you smoke, it tends to go everywhere, but it seems to stay in your porous furniture and draperies more than anywhere. If you have pets, it's where your pets sleep or where they go potty. Those are the problem areas. Now, I don't have those issues because we don't smoke and we don't have pets, but I do have a few places that they mentioned, and two of them are right here in my kitchen. They say your garbage disposal and your trash can, but not only your trash can, but your trash can area. The cabinetry or the walls around your trash can hold odors as well. So I've got two places here in the kitchen, and then there's one more that they said is a problem area. And yes, you guessed it, it's the laundry room. They mentioned that although washers and dryers can sometimes hold odors, the primary culprit, if you've got some stank going on in your laundry room that guests may notice, it's where you keep your dirty clothes. And since our clothes hold dirt, sweat, body oils, food, and not to mention sometimes there's damp clothes, bath towels, kitchen towels, cleaning rags, all of those things cause odor. And if you're someone who just does your laundry once a week, or if you're someone with a large family, even if you're doing it a couple of times a week, you still have an accumulation of those clothes, and it can be a problem area. Now today for my disposal, I know there's disposal beads and packets, and I've used some of those and they're good, but today I'm just going to use Dawn Power Wash. I'm going to scrub it down real good, especially the guard, and then I'm going to add some lemon rind, run the disposal, and call it good. Now sometimes I will fill it with ice and run it to give it a good cleaning. Sometimes I throw in some essential oil, but I have always found that using some citrus rinds always freshens it best, at least for me in my home. So anytime I cut an orange or a lime or a lemon, I always save the ends, throw it in the disposal because I would have thrown those away anyway, so I get some good use out of them. Now, if you're wondering what little white thing I just pulled out of the trash can, well, it's a cotton ball that I put peppermint essential oil on that I keep between the garbage can and the trash sack to eliminate odors. And it's such an easy little hack. And at first when I learned about it, I thought, well, how's that going to work? It's underneath the trash bag and it's not really exposed. So I don't know how to explain how it works, but it does work pretty well. And I've actually done it in our bathroom underneath my little Walmart sack that I use for my trash bag. Does anybody else do that? And I've even used other things other than essential oil. I've been known to spray some body spray on there on the cotton ball, and I pretty much got the same result.
Different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life. You like to drive, get down and dirty, act like a bad guy.
Now I did just mop in here, so I'm not going to remop the floors, but I am going to hit the areas where the baskets sit and the baskets themselves with Lysol. Now I don't think I have an odor issue in here, but you never know. I could have gone nose blind, so better safe than sorry.
I've been sinking lately, and it's hard to move. Think I'm stuck on you. We're in transits, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me.
Okay, survey says the next thing that people notice are your suspended lights. Now, I can definitely see right here by the entryway that maybe people would notice, but survey says that any lights that aren't flush with the ceiling, they tend to catch people's eye. So your recessed lighting are fine, but your pendant lights, things that hang, those get people's attention. Now, maybe I'm just different. I don't know that I really notice it. I think maybe if the lights are on, maybe I would notice it more, but I think I'll do a quick tidy up just in case some of you people are looking.
Guarantees you'll find me. Said if it's fake,
Well, I guess it's a good thing I am cleaning these lights today. I am not a fan of the spider, and it doesn't matter if they're alive or not. I don't like them in any form or fashion.
You only make you feel like you could never leave. Do the same, we can't go back. This is all we need. Follow me to make believe and make your dreams come true. This night means forever, and so does me and you. We say we love, we say we love. We gave it all, we gave it all. We say we love, we say we love. But we were just innocent until something better came along.
Survey says another thing that people notice when they enter your home is they notice your furniture pillows and your furniture cushions. They notice if there's big prominent stains, and they really notice if they're flat and not in place. The looks of the flat or out of place cushions can make the room look messy, so I'm thinking this sectional probably definitely qualifies for the messy look, and I do try to do a tidy up every night before we go to bed. Now I know that some cushions you can't flip, but these cushions can be flipped, so I'm going to be doing that here, and in the basement I'm going to do the same thing. And while I'm pulling everything off, I'm just going to go ahead and vacuum all the little crumbs and all the little snacks that I know are hiding, especially in the basement. So I don't think I have any major stains. I try to keep up with that, but you definitely can tell the look where we sit over here in the sectional, and then when you compare it to the chair over here by itself by the lamp, it definitely looks so much neater over here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead, pull everything off, and get to cleaning underneath these cushions and fluff them up.
Sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take a ride, we can take it slow. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, 'cause I'll go where you go. I'll take you to a place we can see it all. Step off the edge, I can break your fall. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, 'cause I'll go where you go. When you fall down, I'll get you back up.
Now, even though I'm in here trying to focus on not having flat, messy looking furniture for people to see, I am going to go ahead and spray the furniture with fabric spray and maybe kind of kill two birds with one stone, eliminate flat furniture, and keep everything smelling good. Now, this is the Unstoppable Touch fabric spray, and I like using this particular brand because it doesn't have a lot of the bad stuff in it. There's no dyes, no formaldehyde, no phthalates, and sometimes I will make my own with essential oils, but if I'm buying one, this is usually what I reach for.
Kings of the world, and anywhere we come down, we are kings of the world.
Well, I've headed down to the basement and I would love to rotate all of my cushions around the room, but the thing is with the overstuffed chair, there's only one cushion. And as far as the love seat, they have different size cushions than the couch. So I'm just going to flip everything over, move it from side to side. And the middle cushion on the couch, there's only one of those, so I'll just be flipping it over. And at some point, it's going to be time for me to add some more stuffing to these cushions. If you guys remember, I had all these pillows that they sent, so I dismantled some of them and I've been using the stuffing to kind of revamp and fluff up the cushions on the couch. Well, I need to do that again, but that's for another day.
Fall down, I'll get you back up again. The things you try are things that you won't regret. We are kings of the world, and tonight is our playground. We are kings of the world.
Now, this oversized chair is a popular place, and sometimes Lolly and Pops, that would be us, let the little fellas eat dry snacks in the big chair. They think it's quite fun, so it is understandable that there would be some snacks, some goldfish, some cereal, little things like that left behind. But this love seat, nobody sits in the love seat except me. Unfortunately, this mess, it's all mine. Well, it's not a big change, but I do think the room looks neater just by rotating and fluffing the cushions and pillows. Well, I've headed upstairs and we're going to talk about the last item on the list today. And I'm going to start from the top of my house and work my way down. And the fifth place that people notice are your bathroom sinks. That's what they said. And I thought to myself, why would bathroom sinks be something that people would notice? Well, then it occurred to me that if you were in the bathroom and you were occupied, so to speak, what else would you have to look at? You might notice the sink because it might be at your eye level, and maybe you wouldn't notice the shower or tub because there would be a shower curtain blocking it. But who knew? But survey says people notice your bathroom sinks, so I'm going to hit all of my bathroom sinks and then I'll call it a day. Now, there were a couple of things that didn't make the top 5 on the survey that really did surprise me. One of the things that surprised me was the floors. I really thought floors would be in the top 5, but it mentioned that as long as there's not a lot of clutter on the floor for people to navigate around, they really don't notice the floors. So I guess you can get away with not vacuuming, sweeping, and mopping all the time. As long as you keep things picked up, I guess folks won't notice. And another thing that surprised me, dishes in the sink. That didn't make the top 5 either, and to me, that's something I would notice, but maybe it's because the dishes are down in the sink and people don't notice them unless they're heaping, but that was a surprise. Well, Tidy Uppers, that's a wrap for today. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. You know, I enjoyed making this video. It was good for me to stand back and look at my home through a different set of eyes, a different perspective. Not what I see every day, but what guests see when they enter my home. Again, I appreciate you being here. Please take care of yourself. And until I see you in the next one, stay tidy.